Hey everybody, what is going on? It's Brian with you from the Game Common, and we are playing some more Planet Coasters. So last episode, we built our first building. I have to say, guys, I've actually gotten a lot better at the game. You'll start seeing in the next couple episodes that I'm actually finally figuring out the stupid controls to this game, and I don't want to call the controls stupid. There's just so many options and so many different things you can do, and there's a lot of different, like, finicky pieces where, like, you can see right here where sometimes it's, like, popping to the wrong grid and everything, and just having all kinds of different issues. So what I'm doing here is I decided to add a little building behind just to kind of give it a little bit of a different look. I kind of popped in there, noticed, oh crap, it's kind of in the middle of our store there. Did we switch that to a Chief Beef yet? I don't remember yet. So I decided then to pop a couple pillars here, and you can see they're not snapping to any grid, so that's where it's just taking a little bit of time. And as I'm doing this, I decided, you know, it'd be really cool, let's put a door. So I went through a lot of different options, and pretty much we start using this door throughout the entire part of the park because that door is about the only one that actually kind of fits this whole theme. At this point, we're going a little bit different than Santa Monica Pier. You can see here I'm having some issues actually getting things to copy and paste right, but then I decided to put these windows all the way around because once again they kind of fit. I have to say I'm actually really liking how this park is coming together. I'm like probably 3, maybe 4 more episodes in, and I'm really thinking that this park is looking awesome, like outstanding. The big issue is we put like so much black down for the pier, and it makes it look really plain. Like if it was just the ground and stuff like that, it wouldn't look so plain, but because we just have this big black surface across the whole thing, especially now, it just kind of looks a little bit on the plain side until I get more buildings added. So we end up putting another building here, and then next couple episodes, I add a couple more rides in, and I build a couple more buildings over by the roller coaster near the entrance, kind of in that last little turn, and they look freaking awesome. Like, I'm super excited to actually show you guys what they look like. Once again, they're all kind of keeping the same theme, and the theme is kind of just like this. I'm trying to make it look really unique, but it all has this kind of modern flair to it all. Also, the other thing we end up doing, at least in this section, is I come back in here in a little bit and start adding some lights, which look really good. Here I decided just to kind of make this like facade wall that really doesn't do anything, but just kind of adds a little bit of flavor. It's actually outside the building. And I do a really cool thing with the ground here in a little bit that I'm excited as well. Then here with the entrance, once again, I was just trying to figure out what best to do, because I kind of like it. All these buildings almost have like this open roof, which kind of fits, because if this is in, you know, a tropical area, or if it's in, you know, LA, it's gonna have really nice weather, so you know we can have like air conditioners inside and stuff like that, but we don't need like this super air conditioned building with, you know, all 4 walls enclosed and stuff like that, especially when you have like shops inside, because you know they don't have a door anyways, so you might as well kind of have an open roof system. So here we're trying to actually copy and paste this whole structure, and I was having a little bit of issues. I finally ended up just selecting it all, and then I decided to make a blueprint for it, simply just so I can paste it again the second time. Once again, I'm actually figuring out the controls, so I actually figured out how to do this. You notice I think I end up having to like duplicate one of these pieces because it just my roofs weren't completely center with each other, which was a bit on me. And I'm trying to, like, I'm very much a perfectionist, which this game is a little bit, you know, drives me crazy because it, you know, I can't quite make things perfect, but you know I can get them close. So right now, the pillars are kind of floating. We fix that here in a second. But still, that's just kind of like this unique little roof. End up changing the rest of the roof to make it white, just to kind of give it that all white flavor. And then, yeah, here I'm trying to actually figure out what to do, and then I'm trying to get into the building. And we actually then, you know, use these as kind of like the supports that are holding up the pillars. And I kind of like it. I like how this building came out. This building turns into, what, is this information? No, we make this a drink stand. So we end up putting a drink stand in here. So add the windows in there just to kind of add a little bit of flavor. And then I think I add one more. I think I add something else. I can't remember exactly. This was, let's see, when did I do this? Today is currently Saturday. It's like Saturday around noontime, and I'm trying to think if I did this yesterday. Yeah, I think I did do this yesterday. It was kind of funny. I recorded the first 2 episodes, both of which are up by the time you're seeing this, and then I was like, I struggled so much in those first 2 episodes to actually figure out the controls, and it was kind of funny because by the time I popped into episode 3, it's just like, oh, hey, I know what I'm doing here, and you can kind of start seeing how this building is taking shape, and I'm really like it. We add a couple just little like I don't even want to say like wall pieces, just to kind of add a little bit of texture, just because it, it looks cool. Just kind of like makes it pop off just a little bit. And that's the little things I'm trying to do all through this building, is just add a little bit of flavor here and there, just so it's not a plain building. I'm trying to figure out at this point what to put on this back wall, because it looks really plain. And I don't actually remember what I end up using. The newer buildings I start using, actually, that might be what I've been using. No, there's a certain piece that I've been using now on my newer buildings. They all have like this, it's like this, it's a blue thing like that, but it's like rounded and it looks really cool. So all my new buildings, I've been kind of using that. Here I was trying to just get it to be centered, and unfortunately it's a little too long, so I have a little bit of hangover, but I think that's okay. It looks, once again, cool. Oh yeah, I hadn't even added the lights yet. Like I think I just mentioned this, but I added a bunch of lighting to these first two buildings, and they look pretty legit at night as well. The other thing is we start adding quite a bit of planary nature plants, which doesn't really make sense since we're on a dock, but it just needs something. And since like the black is not really textured, like I suppose I could go through and put like wood paneling across all the flooring, but man, that would take forever, and the wood paneling in this game doesn't necessarily look all that great like next to each other. It just, I don't know, it doesn't really fit all that well, so I'm probably not going to do it. Actually, I think those are wood planks, and you can kind of see that together. I mean, they kind of look alright, but it's still not the like best thing that, I don't know, it's not the best looking thing. I'm hoping that they add like different wood planks in so we can actually do some wood flooring. The irony is, oh yeah, and then I found the icon pieces, and so I was like, I gotta add the giant chief beef, and I decided to add the planet dude here, and then I don't remember what I ended up doing here, but anyways, as I've been doing this, I don't think I knew what I was gonna do with this building quite yet. Oh yeah, I add the little poster there, which looks really cool, and then just a little bit of lights, just kind of give it a little bit of flair. But as I've been working on this, like everywhere I'm going now, I'm kind of like, man, this would be a cool place to like remake and Planet Coaster. Like I was at Walmart yesterday, and I probably shouldn't spoil this because I think at some point I actually want to do a Walmart playthrough. It'd be cool, just like you have a roller coaster flying through Walmart, and it's just like, who wants to go to Walmart, By the way, that roofing, I just didn't like how it looks, so I ended up deleting it. I'm just trying to find one other thing just to add a little bit of flavor, and I don't remember what we added. But it's just kind of hilarious. Now, anywhere I go, I'm like, I think that would actually be kind of cool if we make this into Planet Coaster Park. I actually do the front of the park. Right now it's just, the grasslands. I do have some ideas for it that I think I want to do. I guess we just added windows and called it a day, which don't really make sense on this side since it's just a blank wall, but shh, don't tell anyone. Oh yeah, and here's my flooring. This is what I did with the flooring. I ended up taking these big pieces. I don't even remember what they were. They were like, I think part of a fountain, and we just placed them, just barely above the ground, and then we just kind of offset them, so it just kind of looks like, little round pieces that just add just a little bit of flavor to the flooring. I really like how it looks. I hadn't used it anywhere else in the park yet, but I'm probably going to try doing that a little bit more. It just offsets the black, so it's just not that plain black. And here I'm trying to find something for a big facade wall, what to put on that wall. But anyways, the front of the park, I'm debating about actually turning it into LA. Before I recorded this episode, I spent probably about 30 minutes trying to make a car, and I couldn't for the life of me. I may have to try again now that I know the game a little bit better, and there's your drink stand. But I was just trying to make a bunch of cars, because I was like, alright, if we're making, and I know Santa Monica is not technically LA, or maybe it is actually part of LA, but I mean, it's not like dead center of the city, but I was like, you know what would be kind of cool is, when you think of LA, what do you think of? LA traffic. So it'd be really cool to have a roller coaster like weaving in and out of LA traffic. I think that would just be hilarious. And there's all the different brakes and stuff, so I think it'd be fun just to like make them just like slam on the brakes every couple minutes or every couple feet in the roller coaster. I think it would just be hilarious. And then actually make that part like LA, so kind of have it's like the edge of LA and then it goes into Santa Monica. I don't know if we're gonna have time, especially like trying to finish these docks. I mean, I'm trying to record as much as possible. Oh yeah, here we're adding more benches, and we figured out we have to add the benches over there and then bring them over. But I just don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. It literally might just take me the rest of the party in the park to actually finish off this dock, which is kind of depressing because even in my personal time, like, I want to play more. I want to do more with the parks. I want to actually do some stuff in the ground, do some underground stuff, and I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get there. If we do end up getting over there, we're definitely gonna be doing a underground tunnel system, you know, with the roller coaster. I think that would be really cool, kind of like subways. So you see that glass? I started adding it there to put it over these, because I figured something above the benches, you know, and so I added it over there, but then decided it fits better over the glass. So we do this now a couple times, and I don't remember if I did in the last episode, but we add in these rocks that are they go like, we put them right below the base of the tree, because it kind of looks like, it doesn't look like a rock, it kind of looks like dirt or maybe a rock, but it just kind of adds just a little bit of flavor. And then we put like the plants around it just to kind of give it just a little bit more foliage around it. And you'll notice I'm starting to do this a lot. So the next couple episodes, when we add a bunch more trees, not a bunch, but we had a few more trees, we do that a lot. And then I can't find the actual plants that I'm using there, so I'm trying to duplicate it, but then I can't select it. They're way at the bottom, but you know, just that little bit of rock on the tree just looks really good for some reason. I don't know why exactly, but it looks really, really good. And I guess we didn't actually get to the lighting in this episode. So the next episode, look for us actually lighting this up at night, but this is looking pretty good. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, go ahead, give me a comment. Let me know what you guys think, any suggestions you guys may have. And most of all, hit that subscribe button, join the game comment, show your support, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!